everyone, it's Penny Clouds here with Well Power, and it's the 12 days of coaching, and today is day 6. That means we are halfway through the whole coaching exciting program here. So hello Ellen, it's nice to see you. Hey, so today is day 6 of the 12 days of coaching, and my name is Penny Clouds and my company is Well Power, and I am so glad you've joined me. Tonight we have a really great tip for you. Hey Morgan, it's nice to see you. So yeah, tonight I couldn't decide on what hat to wear, but I found this outstanding one that lights up, and I'm gonna try and keep it a little short and sweet tonight, because the thing about this hat is it's a little headband, and it could possibly be squeezing all my thoughts right out of my head. But you know, the things that we do to be beautiful, right? And then so anyway, so I'm just going to jump right into it tonight with our 6th tip. So on the 6th day of coaching, my coach whispered to me, "Squelch the skeptic, sweetie." So what I mean by that is many times when we do something new, there's a part of us that's a real skeptic about it. It's like, oh, I don't know about this. I don't trust that. And that's fine. That's fine, because not everything people are going to tell you, even people you respect, are actually going to ring true for you. So you always want to make sure and check in with you and say, does this really work for me? Does this make sense to me? Because no matter what, and you know, oftentimes people will say, oh, I've done this program and you're going to love it. It'll be perfect. It'll work exactly right. But it isn't right for you. So I always want you to just follow what's true for you. But then there's the other side of it, where anytime somebody brings up an idea, and if it's a good idea, your first reaction is to say, no, that's not for me. So what I want you to think about, you know, yesterday we talked about just follow your fascination and stay open and be curious about things. And so even though you may have heard something before, you might have heard all of these things that I've been presenting this week and suggesting to you. And yeah, so even though if you've heard them, I want you to think about this. I mean, how many times have you said this phrase? I know I've said it. You know, I say, oh yeah, been there, done that. I've been there, done that. As if I totally know what's coming. And here's the thing. The reality is I've never exactly been where I am right now doing what I'm doing. So even though it's easy to say that and then push it off as if we don't have anything to learn, I tell you, there is always something to learn. Like, you can learn how to turn on your headband hat, and that's pretty darn exciting. The trick will be to learn how to turn it off. But anyway, that's another point. But I just want you to think about that. You know, it's so easy, especially when we're in a situation, to try and go to that place where we think that we know what's going on, because we like to be in control. I mean, we really do like to feel like we have a grasp of the situation. We know what's going to happen, but then a lot of times that shuts us off or keeps us a little bit one step removed from being present to what's really going on and what we can learn. So even though you may be thinking, oh no, this coaching thing or whatever it is you want to do, it doesn't have to be just the coaching, it could be anything. You might say it's not for me, but I want you to really think about just being open to it and saying, you know, maybe I don't know this, because oftentimes we think that we know things, but if we really knew what we're supposed to be doing, we would have done it already. And when you go into something that's new, I'm just looking at my notes because I wrote a lot of notes about this because I was really quite excited, and I'm on my treadmill desk. So, but if I stand on my treadmill, then you can't see the hat. So I'm just gonna move down here. So I don't know if you've ever had this happen to you, but you've maybe read a book, or you've gone to a place, or you've done something at some point in your life, and then you go away, or you've had an experience that's changed you, and then you go back and you read the book, or you go back to the place, and it's like you're seeing it all new again. And that's what I'm encouraging you to do with this tip, is to look at things just from who you are now and what you can learn. I feel like life is just this constant spiral. And even though I might end up doing the same thing over and over again, it's like that saying, you can never step in the same river twice. Because the things that I learn today, the things that I do today, the mistakes that I make today, then help me to be a little bit different tomorrow. So this is what I mean by squelch the skeptic. I mean, it's so easy to, when you hear a lot of new ideas, to say, oh, no, that won't work for me, or that's just not right, or I've already heard that before. And I just really am encouraging you today to stay open and just to open up to a different perspective. And there's just, let me see, I'm just looking at this. Yeah, so if anybody has any experience with this, I'd love to hear it. Hey, Retta, it's so great to see you. Is Lily with us tonight too? I'm wondering if she is, because I picked this hat especially with Lily in mind. I had another hat that I was going to wear, but this tree wanted to make its debut because, you know, I thought maybe Lily might be around. But anyway, so we're on day 6. And today's tip is to squelch the skeptic. So what I'm talking about with this idea is that instead of saying, oh, I've been there, done that, I hear this, I don't, you know, that will never work, just to stay open to it and allow yourself to get a different perspective. I think I might have said this earlier about how we're always one perspective, we're one thought away from a new perspective. Oh, she's in bed already. Yeah, it's kind of late. I'm sorry. You don't have to get her up. She can watch the replay. Because, you know, that's what most people do. What I've discovered is that it's so great when you guys join us, but then a lot of people just watch on the replay. And so she can always catch it another time, because it might be too wild and it might be too loud and wake her up, and then she wouldn't be able to go to bed because of all the flashing going on here. So anyway, so that's what I've got for you today, Squelch the Skeptic. Because here's one other thing that I want to tell you about this tip, is that I find that sometimes when I get, I don't know, I'm not a very negative person, but sometimes if I'm feeling myself feeling a little resistant or negative, it's just because some little part of me is afraid. Yeah, that usually happens right before I do the Facebook Live. And, you know, I've been doing it now 6 days or 6 times, not in a row, but, you know. Anyway, but every time there's some little glitch that will happen, and I'll be typing in something, or something will happen, and it'll just send me a little bit over the edge. And it's usually just because I'm feeling nervous, like, oh my gosh, did I blow it, or whatever. And that's the beauty of Facebook Live, is that we always know something is going to go wrong, and it just proves that we're human. Oh, she loves it. Oh, that's great. And Melanie is here. Hi, Melanie. I am so excited to see you. Are you back from Maui? Melanie was in Maui. What a beautiful place. That makes my heart happy to know that you were in Maui, or maybe still are. I don't exactly know. But anyway, I love it that you're here. Today is the 6th day of coaching, and today's tip is right. Yeah, today's tip is squelch the skeptic. So that's kind of hard to say. I thought it was really fun to say when I wrote it down, but that's because I wrote it and I didn't say it. And when I have to say it now, it's a little bit of a tongue twister. But, you know, when you're doing a tongue twister and your head is blinking, that creates all kinds of excitement. So anyway, but I'm just talking about this idea when we hear new thoughts and we get new, you're back. Okay, all right. Yes, I'm going to send you a message, Melanie, because I had this thought about you in Maui and how it was so lovely there, and that you were already attracting so much love to you because you were in such a beautiful place. So I'll elaborate on that a little bit, but I'm feeling really excited for you because you were in that magical place. So just this is off the subject, but has anybody else been to a magical place this week? Have you been to a winter wonderland? I mean, some of you have been down south, and it's been a winter wonderland down there of all places, you know, like Atlanta and other places like that. So anyway, yeah, so that's what we're talking about today. We were on day 6 of the 12 days of coaching, and Yesterday we talked about staying open, staying curious, staying weird, staying fantastic, just being you, and follow your fascination. The day before we talked about starting before you're ready. The day before that we talked about, oh my goodness, we've talked about so many things. We talked about that you start small, and then we said start where you are, and then the first day we talked about finding your tribe. But I have to share this really fun thing that I learned today from one of my favorite people, who is, well, I'm in this group and we call ourselves the Wildflowers. And today our fearless leader, Megan, advised us to take massive imperfect action, and I really love that imperative. So even though it's day 6 and I'm telling you to squelch, well, this would be a good reason to squelch the skeptic, because so many of us feel like we need to do something perfect when we do it. And clearly, if you're watching this, you know how far from perfect this Facebook Live thing is, but it's been so much fun, and it's been massive action. By taking this pretty much for 12 days, it's forcing me to go way out of my comfort zone and really go into my hat collection, which I just started, right? Yes, right, yeah. So anyway, can you think of something, has anybody done something that feels to you like you've taken this massive imperfect action, where you've done something? Because I just feel like perfection is so overrated, and the only way for us to get moving and get beyond the skeptic and stop pretending like we've done it all and heard it all and seen it all is to take this action and let it be really imperfect, because, you know, being imperfect really endears us to people, because then we don't have to, I mean, I know that you might be coveting this hat, but other than that, you know, I'm hoping what this does is inspire you to say, wow, if Penny can get on there with that blinking thing on her head, I can really do just about anything. And if I've done that, then I have totally been the best coach for you, because, you know, I just feel like we get so scared about taking action, but it's really not, it's not that scary. So anyway, I will not go on and on, because I realized last night I kind of rambled. So you're doing your, yes, great, Melanie. I love that. Yeah. So how many of you here have, Ellen, you did your first Facebook Live the other night. And Retta, I'm guessing you and Lily could certainly do a show. And Morgan, you could probably do something too. And because, you know, we all have things that we can share with each other. And I guess the thing that's so exciting to me is it's just such a fantastic way to connect, not only with our friends, but other people that we can help that we might not even know would benefit from someone talking to them. With, yes, you did. Yeah. Yeah. Did you do another one, Ellen? You did. I know you did a private group, and then I've been noticing that our friend Angelica in the Bahamas is also doing a series, and they are awesome. So it's just really cool. I mean, I think we're so afraid of these things, and we just think we can't do it, when truly this is the night for you to realize, with this blinking hat on my head, that if I can do this, you can do it. And whatever it is, just squelch the skeptic, which is our point for tonight, and go ahead and put yourself out there. So I'm going to wrap it up so I don't take all night with this. But anyway, I love it that you've joined me tonight. Lily loves doing lives. I bet she does, because kids are so... No, but planning on doing... Okay, yeah. And guess what, Ellen? I found out that we can do 2 people on the screen. So I found this out, and maybe you already know this, Melanie, but there's a new thing now where you can invite somebody in. So like I could invite all of you, you know, one at a time to join me. Like I can hit the invite button, and then you could hit your screen, and then you can be on the screen with me. How fun would that be? It would be like double teaming. You know, we can have 2 messages, and then we can see each other. And so that's really cool. I practiced, yeah, like Be Live TV. Yeah. So it's very similar to that. So anyway, it's just, to me, the possibilities are endless, because we can come together and collaborate and do all that kind of stuff, and we can share our message. So it's really Yeah, so you like it, you have it, it works pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, and then tonight I got this early Christmas. Yeah, it is nerve-wracking because anything can happen. You might have watched episode 4 where my dog Ruby pulled the screen down. That was a proud moment for me as a dog mom where she, the whole screen just went down. So now I have the door shut and she can't get in here. So sometimes you might hear her scratch outside the door like, let me in, let me cause some mayhem. But we don't let her in. So anyway, yeah, so it's very nerve-wracking because you have to really be focused and you have to be present. But I think that's why I love it. And I also love it because you guys are here. I mean, on my normal day, I don't get to talk to you all at the end of the day. But for these 12 magical days of coaching, I do. So thank you so much for being out there. Thank you for just coming on and watching and being supportive and giving me your comments. It helps so much. And I don't know if you see there's a little Wonder Woman card in the back. She's doing this. And so she's sending me a little support. Yeah. Yeah, showing your humanness in a real environment. Yeah, because people want real. I think even these reality shows, they're not real. I mean, it makes it, I don't think people really behave that badly all the time. But anyway, yeah, I think it helps us. I know for me, it makes me feel connected because, I mean, let's just face it, by 8 o'clock at night, this hair and makeup situation is not the best. It's certainly not fresh, and I'm looking a little tired and all that. But I do get very excited because I get to talk to you guys, and I get to wear a hat, and I just get to be goofy, and I get to be me. And so thank you so much again for watching. So I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be day 7, and I do have some things that I'm going to, I put most of you in the Facebook group, our 12 Days of Coaching group, and Kasanga is here. Hey, Kasanga, how are you? And I know that you've been doing some Facebook Lives too. Kasanga is our meditation man. If ever you need to chill out, you need to talk to Kasanga. Yeah, see, like I could invite Kasanga and then he could appear on the other half of the screen. And Jessica's here. Hey, Jessica, thanks for joining. It's day 6 of the 12 Days of Coaching. And today we're talking about squelching your skeptic. Yes, Kasanga. So yeah, it's really been fun to have you all here. And I will put you all in the Facebook group, and then I am going to give you some stocking stuffers. It is true. There will be stocking stuffers. The first one is called the Top 10 Tension Tackling Tunes to Keep You Humming Through the Holidays. And I am having my website person help me be able to put it on so you can download it. So it might be a few days, but I promise there will be so many stocking stuffers by the time we're done with the 12 days. So that is it for me for tonight. And it's all the blinking I can do about at this time of night. But I have so loved spending some time with you. If you like this video, you can share it with some other people who you think might benefit or might really go wild about the hat. And yeah, I would just encourage you, if you wanna share a Christmas message, just hop on and do a Facebook Live and let me know about it. And I'll come on your Facebook Live and I'll send you hearts and rainbows and unicorns or whatever I can. And we can also do things like we can have funny effects on here too, but there's only so many things I can handle at once, and the blinking lights is about it for now. But anyway, much love to you. I hope you having a terrific Tuesday, and I will be back tomorrow, same time, same place, although I'd sure like to be in Hawaii, on Maui, but that's okay. I'll get there eventually. So anyway, thank you so much for joining, and I will see you, I will see you tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Oh gosh, something's happened to my, okay, there we go. All right. Talk to you later.